That surgeon making $800,000 a year? He thinks he's the king of the castle. In reality, he's one slip and fall lawsuit away from zero. He's financially naked. If you own your house, your car, and your brokerage account in your own name, you are walking through a minefield without armor. In the United States, a lawsuit is filed every 2 seconds. There is a 1 in 3 chance you will be sued in your lifetime. The 1% never own anything directly. Rockefeller famously said, "Own nothing, but control everything." They keep their wealth inside a fortress of legal structures, charging order protections, anonymous land trusts, and bridge entities that make them invisible and untouchable to predatory lawyers. Today, I'm giving you the Untouchable Blueprint. We are going to build the 5-layer defense system that separates the wealthy from the victims. Let's build the castle. Welcome back. I'm Ben. On this channel, we deconstruct the blueprints the elite use to protect their capital. Let's talk about the predator economy. We live in the most litigious society in human history. There is an entire industry of lawyers who wake up every morning looking for whales, people with high income, high visibility, and low protection. If you are a high earner, a business owner, or a landlord, you are the prey. Most people operate on hope strategy. They hope nobody sues them. They hope their insurance covers it. That is the mindset of an employee. An architect operates on deterrence strategy. The goal of asset protection is not to win in court. If you are in court, you have already lost. The goal is to make your financial structure so complex, so formidable, and so empty on paper that the lawyer looks at you and decides it is too expensive to sue you. We are moving from high net worth to high net protection. Today, we install the moat, the walls, the invisibility cloak, and the poison pill. Let's design. The first layer of defense is your moat. This keeps the small threats away. It's called umbrella insurance. Here is the scenario. You accidentally hit a neurosurgeon with your car. He can't work again. He sues you for $5 million. Your standard Geico policy covers $300,000. Who pays the other $4.7 million? You do. They garnish your wages, seize your savings, and force a sale of your home. Umbrella insurance sits on top of your other policies. It costs maybe $300, $500 a year for $1 million in coverage. It is the cheapest money you will ever spend. The architect's rule. You must have enough umbrella coverage to equal your net worth. If you are worth $2 million, buy a $2 million umbrella. The insider detail. Most people miss this. You must ensure your umbrella policy includes uninsured, underinsured motorist, UIM, coverage. If someone else hits you and paralyzes you and they have no money, your OWN umbrella policy will pay you the $2 million settlement. This turns your defense shield into an offense shield. Before we build the walls, we must hide the castle. Lawyers use asset searches to see if you are worth suing. If they search your name and find nothing, they often move on to an easier target. How you disappear while owning everything. 1. The land trust. Never buy real estate in your personal name. Buy it in a land trust. The deed will read 123 Main St. Trust. Your name does not appear on public record. 2. The Wyoming LLC. You make the beneficiary of that land. Trust a Wyoming LLC. Wyoming is the only state that offers anonymous LLCs where the owner's name is not listed on the state website. 3. The virtual office. Never use your home address. Use a commercial registered agent. When a predator searches John Doe, they find 0 assets. You look broke. Broke people don't get sued. This is privacy engineering. Now, what if they find you? They hit the outer walls. This is the LLC strategy. We must distinguish between inside liability and outside liability. Inside liability, the shield. A tenant falls at your rental. They sue the owner. If the owner is an LLC, they can only take the assets inside that specific LLC. They cannot touch your personal house or your stock portfolio. This is compartmentalization. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. Put each egg in its own steel box. Outside liability, the trap. This is the advanced part. What if you get sued personally, for example, a car crash? The lawyer wants to seize your LLCs to pay your debt. If you are in a weak state, like California or New York, the judge might let them pierce the LLC. But if you are in a strong state, Wyoming, Nevada, Delaware, Alaska, you have charging order protection. The charging order trap. A charging order means the creditor cannot seize the LLC assets or vote. They only get the right to distributions, profit checks. The hack. As the manager, you simply decide not to distribute profits. You keep the money inside the company. Here is the kicker. In some cases, the IRS requires the creditor to pay income tax on those phantom profits, even if they never received the cash. Phantom income. You literally force the person suing you to pay your taxes while they get nothing. That is how you make them settle. What if the walls fail? We use the poison pill. This is called equity stripping. Lawyers only want assets with equity. They want to sell your $1 million house to get the $1 million cash. But what if your $1 million house has $950,000 of debt on it? It is worthless to them. The architect does not pay off houses. The architect strips the equity. 1. You take out a home equity line of credit, HELOC, or a loan against the property. 2. You move that cash into a protected exempt asset, like a life insurance policy or an offshore trust. 3. Now, the property looks underwater or fully leveraged on public record. When a lawyer runs an asset search, they see a $1 million house with a $1 million lien. There is no meat on the bone. They walk away. You have used that as a defensive weapon. Finally, for the ultimate peace of mind, we have the bridge trust. Domestic Asset Protection Trusts, DAPTs, in states like Nevada are good. But a U.S. federal judge can sometimes break them. Offshore trusts, Cook Islands, Nevis, are the strongest in the world. They do not recognize U.S. court judgments, but they are expensive and a compliance nightmare. The solution, the bridge trust. It is a domestic trust, easy, cheap, IRS compliant, while the seas are calm. But it has a flight clause. If a live event of duress, a lawsuit occurs, the trust automatically migrates to the Cook Islands. Suddenly, your assets are no longer under U.S. jurisdiction. The creditor must now fly to the South Pacific, hire a local government committee, and pay $100,000 just to file the case. And they have to prove it beyond a reasonable doubt, the murder standard, not preponderance of evidence. Spoiler, they won't do it. They will settle for pennies. This is the ultimate checkmate. This is not about evasion. This is about leverage. When you have the moat, the privacy, the walls, and the bridge, you don't go to court. You sit down at a settlement table and you dictate the terms. Stop owning assets. Start controlling them. If you want to see the diagram of how the Wyoming Holding Company connects to the Bridge Trust, subscribe to Wealth Architect. We are building a community of owners, not victims. I'm Ben. Let's start designing.